I'm of the opinion that none of these people are the solution. I'm also of the opinion, because I don't know, somewhat intelligent, that when presented with a number of options that are shitty, we should pick the best one and then try to work up from there. When I think of the solution to this country, I don't think the solution lies in a 70-plus-year-old male. I think the solution is in like a 50-something-year-old male who's built real shit, who's actually still young enough to lead, who has credibility, who is a patriotic American, who still remembers what America's supposed to be like. And we need to get all of these old people out of our system. That's not going to happen in 2024, but that should be the goal for 2028 and beyond. The goal should be to get all of these old, corrupt people who have spent their entire lives pillaging our livelihoods out of the system, and then fix the system so that the people behind us don't have to have that same problem. That's what I think the solution is. But right now, that's not the options we're presented with. The option we're presented with currently today is Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And that's it. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to motherfucking reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ
Cruise the motherfucking internet.
That's what we're going to do. Cruise the internet. That's what CTI stands for. We put topics on the screen. We talk about what's happening in culture, society, in the world. We speculate on what we think is the truth and what we think is not true. And then we talk about how we, the people, have to be the solution to these problems going on in the world. Other times, if you're new, we have shows within the show. You're going to hear Q&AF. That's where you get to submit questions. These questions are typically about entrepreneurship, business, success, winning. That's the backbone of this show. You can submit your questions to be answered live on those episodes a couple different ways. The first way is,
guys, you can email your questions in to askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or you go in the comments section on the Q&AF episodes and drop your question right there in the comments, and we'll choose some from there as well. Other times we have Real Talk. Real Talk is just 5-20 minutes of me saying some stuff that I think needs to be heard. And then we have 75 Hard Verses. 75 Hard Verses where people come on the show who have completed 75 Hard program, who have transformed their lives by taking control of their mental toughness, discipline, grit, fortitude, perseverance, and basically turning themselves into a fucking weapon that is capable of succeeding in life. They talk about how their life was before, they talk about how their life is now, and they talk about how you can do the same. And if you're unfamiliar with 75 Hard, it is the world's most popular ever mental recalibration program. You can get that program for free at episode 208 on the audio feed only. It's not on YouTube because we weren't on YouTube when that came out. Just started YouTube about a year ago. Now, 75 Hard is the initial phase of the Live Hard program. It's not a challenge. It's not a trend. It's not a TikTok bullshit, whatever people think it is. It's an actual program that is sustainable. And Live Hard, if you want to get the whole program for free, it's on that same episode, episode 208. There is a book available on my website, andyfrisella.com, that outlines the entire Live Hard program. Plus, it has 10 chapters on mental toughness, case studies on famous people that you'll recognize, how they've used mental toughness to create the success that you know them for. Book is not necessary. You don't have to buy it, but we can't keep it in stock because it's apparently pretty fucking good. All right, so that's that. We have this thing called the fee. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to toot my own fucking horn. Hey, it is what it is. It's not bragging if it's true. Yeah, like I can't keep the shit in. Anyway, we got this thing called the fee. The fee is very simple. We're constantly battling the algorithms, all right? We're constantly battling the censorship. We're constantly getting traffic throttled. We need you to share the show. You're going to recognize that I don't run ads on the show. I don't take money from advertisers, even though I could. I can make substantial income doing so. I just don't want to listen to any of them bitch about what we talk about on the show. I want to keep it real with you guys. So I pass up on all that so I don't have to deal with that. And I just ask very simply that we activate the audience. And guys, I'm going to ask you real simple. You know, if you get value out of the show, you know, I know a lot of you guys hear me say this and it becomes part of the show and like part of the intro and you kind of ignore it, but I need your help. Okay. We need your help getting the show out there. So like when we come in and we produce these shows, you should at least be, if you think it's good, at least be bringing us one more person. That's what I ask. Okay. That's per episode. That's not one time a year when we do a good job. I put an extensive amount of money into the show, an extensive amount of time into the show. We have a full crew that we have to pay for. I pay for out of my pocket. I'm doing this because I want the information out there. And if you guys want it to continue to go out there, I need you to help me grow the show. If every single one of you brought me one person every single week, what would that look like in fucking 3 months? Okay, so that's the mission that we're on here. I need you to follow through on the fee, okay? So don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
up?
hey, I like that hoodie on you, man.
Thanks, dude.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Thanks. I like it too.
If you're feeling it out, man, it's just looking fucking swole.
Does it make me look Stay Puffy or Seabumish?
What's Stay Puffy?
Well, Stay Puffy is you. I
mean, I don't get it. But
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? You don't know what that is?
No, is that Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Michelin Man thing?
Yeah.
Got it.
He's like 400 feet tall.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. What?
That's fucked up.
Hey, man, I'm giving you a compliment. You're tall. You're tall.
No, man. Hey, listen. I think we on a serious note. On a serious note, man, we gotta put some condolences out there.
What happened?
You didn't see financier Lord Jacob Rothschild, renowned for his art philanthropy, dies at age 87.
Really?
Yeah, I thought we should take a moment of silence. All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. No, hey, listen. I thought we just put this here. So financier and member of the Rothschild banking family, Lord Jacob Rothschild, has died at the age of 87, his family has announced. The British peer stated his career in the family bank, N.M. Rothschild and Sons, in 1963 before going on to take control of Rothschild Investment Trust and later co-founding the then J. Rothschild Assurance Group, now St. James Place, with Sir Mark Weinberg in 1980. Lord Rothschild's family has an estimated fortune of around $825 million, according to last year's Sunday Times Rich List, and gave away a reported $66 million to Jewish causes, education, and art. Which I think that 825, I think that's that ain't.
That's
it.
Personal money.
Yeah, that ain't.
That's like money on the books.
That's not exactly.
That's not the money.
Exactly. But in a statement to the PA news agency, the family said, quote, "Our father Jacob was a towering presence in many people's lives, a superbly accomplished financier, a champion of the arts and culture, a devoted public servant, a passionate supporter of charitable causes in Israel and Jewish culture, a keen environmentalist, and a much-loved friend, father, and grandfather. He will be buried in accordance with Jewish custom in a small family ceremony, and there will be a memorial at a later date to celebrate his life." They added that Jacob Rothschild was an extraordinary person, and his loss will be felt by many. The family is committed to continuing his legacy and the foundation which he loved and endowed. Look, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'll be real. I hope this starts a trend of all these old corrupt fuckers dying.
Yeah.
I'm sick of them, dude.
I mean, fuck, he's really like 200.
Who knows? I'm just sick of all of them, dude. It had nothing to do with just this guy. It's all of these guys. All these guys who have accumulated all the money, who have been creating all the pain and suffering in the world intentionally to create more money, which they're not even going to be alive to spend. They all need to go.
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
I agree with you.
So I didn't shed any tears about this.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
Guys, tell us what you guys think. Did you see this? Let us know down in the comments what you guys thought about that. Very interesting stuff.
Guy spent his life
fucking everybody.
Yeah, I know. They put it on there like he's some sort of philanthropist and, this great guy when this guy's been funding globalist shit, making life miserable for the average middle-class person, unbeknownst to them, for literal decades.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, good.
I mean, you talk about being born into some fucking wealth. This is a whole different thing, bro.
Yeah, but see, that's where that elitism comes from, because they've been born that way, right? So this guy never knew what it was like to pump your gas or go to the grocery store or not be able to pay his bills. And they feel special their whole lives because they were born into it. And they think that and this is not just him, this is all of these people. This is all of these politicians. This is the top 5,000 most powerful people on the planet, okay? Regardless of political affiliation, these people who have all the money. These people have zero ability to relate to the average human, and they look at us as some other class, like just by default. How could they ever see us as the same if they've never experienced what we have experienced from our perspective? That's actually impossible. So when you look at how they look at us, it makes sense because they were born into a life of extreme wealth their entire life, and they say there's us, and then there's those other people, and those other people are we the people, all right? And these people have been making decisions and making things hard, and they think they're, smarter than everybody. They think they can make better decisions than everybody. And these are the people pushing the globalist agenda, which has, the people who are hurting right now with the economic backlash that's happened because of it. These are the kind of people that have been causing it. It's not what the socialists say or what the Marxists say, that it's like the local entrepreneur, you know what I mean? Or quote unquote, the rich guy that's worth $1 billion. That's not who the fuck these people are talking about. That's who they think they're talking about. But the real rich people are the people who have literal percentages, sizable percentages of the world's wealth. And this family is one of them. And there's a bunch of other people that have sizable percentages of the world's wealth. And those people have been wrecking the world for everybody else for a long time. So good riddance.
Yeah. R.I.P. my dog. Yeah, so let's get into it, man. Yeah. Interesting shit. Got a few interesting headlines. Let's dive into it. Foreshadowing. There's some shit changing in culture. That's good to see. We'll get to that a little bit later. So with that being said, guys, remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them linked there for you. We do that so you guys can see our sources and see where to get these articles from. So with that being said, let's get headline number 1 reads, Trump appeals ruling in massive New York civil fraud case. Dude, we haven't touched this in a minute. This shit is insane.
Of course. I mean, this
is insane.
It really is.
So
what's more insane, bro, is that when you see people commenting on it on the internet who don't like Trump, the stuff that they say.
Yeah.
That's insane. They're like, this guy committed 91 felonies. He deserves to be in prison.
He raped a woman.
Yeah, dude, what the media has created intentionally is a very dangerous and false perception about what actually happened. Like when we have Timothy Parlatore come on, who's very familiar with the case, and he breaks it down to basically the idea that any of you could have been prosecuted for this. And if this holds, any of you can be prosecuted for this. And that
precedent set.
Yeah, because people don't understand what they're actually prosecuting this dude for, which is basically misrepresenting his wealth on a personal financial statement for a loan that he applied for, got, and then fully repaid. All right. So they gave him the loan. Now, a lot of people don't understand this because they've never been through the loan process other than maybe trying to buy a house, right?
Yeah, buy a car maybe.
Yeah, dude. So this doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but what actually happened in this case was this guy has to fill out a PFS, which a personal financial statement for an application of financing for whatever he was building, his businesses, his whatever. I don't know what the loans were for. It doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter if it's for your house or for a car or for anything. If this holds and you misrepresented your income by $50, they could put you in fucking jail or fine you all this money. So what's happened here is he fills out the PFS. The PFS gets approved and accepted by the bank. The bank has legal controls inside of their bank that allows them to approve or disapprove the information that's applied by the client.
Yeah, they have their own underwriters.
Yes, and it's
the whole process.
And there's very strict financial regulations around this. Okay, so the bank says yes, this is acceptable. The bank then gives him the loan. He takes the loan, builds his business, pays the loan back. And now, X number of years later, this comes out. So for them to come up with a case like this, you have to dig so deep and stretch so far. It's almost incomprehensible how malicious this actually is.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so let's apply it to the normal average day person. You go to, to Jimbo's car lot, right? And you buy a car for 10 grand, right? And you fill out you fill out all the paperwork and you say, oh, I make, $35,000 a year, right? You get approved for that loan. 5 years later, you pay that car off already. Car is paid off.
Yes. You own the car.
With interest.
Yes.
You paid it off.
You did everything you were supposed to do perfectly.
Yeah.
Never late on a payment.
Never missed a payment. Never defaulted. And then they come back and say, oh, well, your wages were actually $34,900.
That's
not
right.
$35,000.
Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. And so now we have
your fine is $15,000.
Yeah.
Because it's more than the loan was even for.
Yes. And so, dude, these people on the internet that hate Trump so bad, like, you don't know what you're saying when you say, oh, and then, like, the new thing is they're like, this is how these people argue. They don't have points, so they ask questions. They ask, like, obvious questions that people don't want to put the time into answering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Can you please explain to me the nature of exactly how this is not a legitimate legal case?
Right.
Like, well, you're not doing any of your own homework.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the true reality of why we are where we are in the world is because like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when people came out and said, I'm a trans man, we just didn't want to argue with them. Mm-hmm. We were just like, dude, this is stupid. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to argue with you over the chromosomes of a man and a woman and what a man and a woman is, right? And because we're all like, dude, let's just push, this is fucking ridiculous. Now it's grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. And so this is where all of this malicious shit is coming from now. It comes from our silence and our cowardice that we have exercised in the past for many, many, many years because we didn't want to confront the situation when it was in our face. And that's what's causing this. And that's what's causing this as well. These sort of things have happened little by little by little by little. The justice system has become more and more and more aggressive with the way that they prosecute United States citizens for things that aren't really crimes, that by definition are things that they do every single day, but we're not allowed to do. All right. So we have to realize that unless we start confronting these situations and calling them out as they go along, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse for the average citizen, including these people who go in on the comments and they're saying Trump deserves to be in jail, 91 felony counts or 91 charges. You guys don't even know what they charged him with. You're not following this situation down in Georgia with Fannie Willis and this fake fucking lawsuit either. Like, this is happening all over. And most common sense people in the center and then over towards the right, they're understanding the amount of bullshit this is. But the person who just is intent on hating Trump, the person who's still getting vaccinated and all this shit, right? Those people are now like grasping straws trying to defend their positions. You motherfuckers are wrong. You were wrong the whole time. Yeah. You were wrong when you told people they should lose their job to get the vaccine. It's safe and effective. You were wrong about COVID. You were wrong about Biden. You were wrong about everything. What time are you going to step back and examine your worldview and say, fuck, I got fucking played? Because that's what happened. You are the victim of a multi-trillion-dollar propaganda initiative, the biggest that's ever been created in the history of humankind, and you don't have the intelligence to understand what's actually happening. And because you don't have the intelligence, you lack the perspective to say, fuck, I'm the one that they were aiming that at. I'm the exact person that they wanted to fool. And here I am being their soldier out in the street doing all this work. I'm a clown. And bros, a lot of you guys are clowns, and we're starting to see who the fuck they are on the internet every single day. These people who come into Trump's defense on all these cases, when these cases, I don't care if you don't like them. That's fine. Just say, hey, I don't fucking like him. He's a dickhead. I don't care about that. But to say that this is okay and that what's going on in Georgia and all this shit is okay is bullshit.
Complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, even in the other situation, like with that the sexual harassment lawsuit that was filed, that same judge was the same judge that oversaw the Epstein case
And let them off.
Yeah.
Why?
But
what shenanigans had to happen to get that in front of that same judge?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, at the bare bones, again, like, you remove emotions aside. I don't care about the side of political aisle you feel like you stand on. You remove all of that away. Right is right, wrong is fucking wrong.
That's right.
And there is you can look at this unemotionally, unbiased, and say this is kind of, okay, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not kind of, like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very
If it were you, you'd be shitting your pants right now,
Yeah.
being like, dude, what do I do? I didn't do anything wrong.
Right. The fact that this woman ran a political campaign as AG for New York, and her only political campaign promise
We're going to get Trump.
Was to get Trump the entire time. There is literally, I mean, fuck, there's like a 10-minute clip.
She's
of
a fucking racist too, bro.
Oh, no doubt.
Did you see that comment she said about too stale, too white, or whatever? Like, she started this chant. We got to try to find it. She started this chant saying he's too white, too stale, and like calling him a cracker and all this shit. Like, imagine if those tables were turned. Imagine if, like, the amount of not reverse, but just racism towards white people that's accepted has to fucking stop.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, but like, she runs her whole campaign on them.
Yeah, bro.
The evidence is there.
Yeah.
You know, like, you cannot tell me this is none of this is motivated.
She's a fucking piece of shit.
And she's fucking cross-eyed. Sorry, Keith.
Is Keith cross-eyed? I never noticed it. I thought he was just paying real good attention to everything.
Really?
Yeah.
No, bro. That motherfucker be crying down the shoulder sometimes. I love you. I love you, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. So what's the name of your restaurant you're going to open?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what is it?
You're the only guy ever I gave that talk to.
Swiss.
I said, drunks opening a bar, and the next thing out of your mouth is, I'm opening a restaurant.
Hey, man, listen, you can't beat our meats, man, you know? But yeah, last little thing I want to cover on this. Did you see, because, you know, Trump is very well known. You know, he wrote that book, The Art of the Deal.
Yeah.
He's very strategic, right? And I mean, nobody can really like deny that, right? And it's also too, it's like you never really know what the strategy is behind it, his moves, but you know there's something there. So did you see this headline? Biden and Trump will visit the border on the same day. So Biden had his this trip planned for the border, and then Trump's doing it on the same day.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think that is?
So how I see this is because, one, Trump knows he gets the cameras. He gets the press. And so Biden being there, nobody's even going to cover that one. And all the attention, he's going to have all the attention on him. Be able to, you know what I'm saying? I think that's part of it, at least.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I think another part of it is we're going to see how they get treated by the actual Border Patrol. We're going to see how they get treated by people in person in the same location in the same day. This is no different than why Trump did all those speaking engagements leading up to 2020 election.
Yeah,
you know,
Biden's in his basement.
Yeah, Biden's in his basement or in a high school gym with circles drawn around chairs. Trump's out having 100,000 people show up at his rally 30 days in a row. Like, in a row. You know how hard it is to go for 30 days in a row and do that? That's hard, dude. But he did that not because of the votes. He did that to show an optic. And people didn't really understand what he was doing. He was showing optics. He was saying, look how many, he knew what the fuck they were going to do.
Yeah, dude's smart, man.
Yeah, this guy in New York, like, legit, that guy.
The judge?
Yeah, that judge should be in prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And like,
now they're trying to take all of his shit because they're finding them. You know, they're finding them like over $100,000 a day that it's not paid, and they're like calculating up. I think by the time of appeals, it'll be like $454 million. And like Letitia, she's already threatening to seize properties and see like, oh, this shit's insane.
Yeah, these people belong in fucking prison.
You know, I think one of Trump's only mistakes or one of his mistakes in this stuff is, bro, like, I feel like he shouldn't even be playing the game with this. Like, I think okay, there was a point to show the malice and all of this stuff. I think, okay, great, we did that.
Yeah.
But at what point do you still keep playing their game?
Well, I think he's doing that. I've thought about that too. And the reason that I think he's doing that is because I think what he's doing is trying to maintain the integrity of the system.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
there is none.
I know, but it's much harder to create a brand new system than it is to fix a system that's broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Trump is doing one of two things with participating in this. One, he is either exposing to how broke the system is to create the demand for a new system, or he is trying to preserve the integrity of the system. Because, dude, real talk, Trump could just be like, hey, these people we need a revolution. And there'd be one tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he hasn't done anything like that. He's tried to protect his language. He's been pretty reserved on his language. In fact, that's a criticism of mine to him. Mm-hmm. But again, he knows a lot more than I know. So I could be wrong there. But I feel the reason that he's trying to be diplomatic about all of these things is he understands that the alternative is going to be a full-blown fucking revolution, and the turmoil of that's going to last like fucking years, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So
decades.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but it would also be super fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have a good time. I'd have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's
I mean, that judge, like the way he laughs and smiles and like poses for the camera and shit, like it's disgusting, dude.
Have you seen his workout pictures?
Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. These people are pieces of fucking shit.
He looks like one of the old men that would be like butt ass naked, blow drying their balls.
Yeah. He looks like he's already cut his dick off. That's what he looks like to me. He looks like a dickless old piece of shit that needs to honestly go through the wood chipper. That's what the fuck that guy needs. And anybody who falsely prosecutes someone for any reason, whether it's Trump or anybody else, deserves that treatment. That's the whole reason this country was founded, bro. The people like that are the whole reason that this country exists.
Well,
and here they are, and we were warned about them.
Well, guys, jump in on the comments below. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's keep this cruise moving. Let's head over to the comments. This comment, cruise comment, it comes from at Danny Nestruck 8051. He says, I'm a 25-year-old truck driver who's been listening for a couple of years now. Every time I drive through St. Louis past the First Farm HQ, I get a huge grin on my face because I know you guys are changing the world in that building. Keep speaking the truth, Andy.
That's awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. A lot of the truckers come through, man. They come right here on 44. We're right there on the highway.
Yeah. Danny, don't pick up no lot lizards.
Yeah.
Because we got them here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah, no lot lizards.
Yeah,
Danny.
They're usually insane.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah. Don't ever stop in Lime either.
Yeah, Lime. Isn't that right, Joe? That's right.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate you though, man.
You know what I found out?
What's up?
I found out Nick Clements is from Lime.
Yeah, I remember being there when I learned that too.
Yeah.
It's so shocking.
That blew my mind.
It's insane. It
just shows you, man.
Like
you never know.
Now I'm low-key kind of scared, bro, because it's like I know
what
you're
Lime,
capable of.
No, Nick's got a fucking Nick's got a dark side to him.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know what you're capable of.
Nick
now.
steal your shit.
That's crazy. like for real.
Yeah.
For real. Have my shit sitting on cinder blocks, bro.
Yeah. Nick jack your car.
And steal your girl. Yeah, that's a fact.
And he'll fuck you up in a fight, too. You don't fuck with people from Lime, bro. I'm telling you right now.
That's a rule here.
Yeah.
You don't do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
They're good people, but they'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Yeah.
Guys, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the comments and all the love and not being hoes. Appreciate it. Let's keep.
You know what I like about our comment section?
What's that?
I rarely look at it, but once in a while I do. I like when someone comes in and talks shit, and then everybody else just fucking destroys them. It makes me warm and fuzzy on the inside.
We gotta start calling more of them out.
Yeah, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, you should just see their.
Yeah, I see it. I see it on all these clips that go viral too, like these viral clips from the show.
Oh yeah, those are bad.
People are like, "Oh, listen to this fucking guy." Oh. Like, dude, this guy the other day, this guy was like, Oh, what are you going to do? Just talk shit on your podcast? Motherfucker, I've been talking this shit for years. If you had listened years ago, we wouldn't be here. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I employ thousands of people. What the do you do? You sit at home and suck the juice out of a bullshit Hot Pocket. Fuck you. What do you do?
Yeah.
You fat piece of shit, motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Listen, I mean, like I agree with the Hot Pocket statement. But Hot Pockets are kind of good, bro.
Huh? Let's go on to the next thing. If we're gonna talk,
bro, they are good.
No,
bro. Listen, the Philly cheesesteak ones.
Absolutely not.
Bro, Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket.
If you're gonna have a Hot Pocket, that's the worst one to have.
I know.
And you're gonna open a restaurant?
Listen, no, see, that's different. We're talking about just like bullshit food versus like quality.
First of all,
Michelin star.
They have a mozzarella cheese one with meatballs in it.
Oh,
that's
so you do like them?
Bro, I'm white trash. Of course I fucking know my Hot Pockets. The f you talking about, bro? I didn't fucking come out fucking running out money hanging out my butt.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had to eat some Hot Pockets.
Bro, I love Hot Pockets.
I just grew up.
That was like the bougie food for us.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. White Hot Pockets, 2 of them with some fucking chips.
Yeah.
That's some good shit, dude.
What kind of chips?
Whatever I got. If I ain't got chips, I go to crackers. Yeah. Crackers.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. That's right.
That was a zinger.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little zinger. Sorry. All right. All right. It's all right.
What?
Oh,
no, I'm good, man.
Oh.
I'm not trying to. I'm getting hot over here. I was warm and fuzzy from the comment section. It got me all heated up.
Guys, let's keep this cruise moving. We got headline number 2. Let's dive into it. More ass kicking. Headline number 2 reads: Election night live wire. Trump looks for blowout against Haley in her home state of South Carolina. This was brutal.
Yeah, well.
This was brutal, and I love how the left side is covering this. It's actually pretty interesting. This headline from Politico reads: Trump scores easy knockout of Nikki Haley in South Carolina. Former president's win, which was so decisive that the AP projected him the victor solely based on a voter survey. Came in the home state of his only major Republican rival, Nikki Haley. So here's the ending poll, any results. Trump at 59.8% to Nikki's 39.5%. This is what the map looked like. I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah,
why?
That's a whooping.
Okay, so I was trying to think to myself, man. I'm right, because like right now she's the only person in, right? Like like everybody else has dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why the fuck is she still in? And then it clicked. Zero options mentality. Nikki Haley listens to she listens to the show. She's operating in zero options mentality right now.
They asked if they could come on the show.
Did she really?
Yeah. I swear. I told them no.
Yeah, you should.
I
yeah,
did.
Man, this lady's fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I actually been asked a few times about having her on. I'm not doing it.
Mm-mm. We don't have women on the show here. No, man, like I don't get it though, and she's still not dropping out.
Oh man, fuck.
I'm sorry. But yeah, she's still not dropping out, man. I don't like what the f is. Why is she not quitting?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, like
what I think. What do you think?
Like. I mean, like I said, we talk about it, guys. We know that, like, you know, and this is a common practice. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad or f***ed up that they do it, you know, but a lot of these candidates, they're able to make money off the campaign trail. You get all these donors could come in, they're dropping, you know, millions of dollars through coming through these CPACs and PACs and all of this stuff. You know, when the campaign's over, they're able to get a cut of that. Right. And so, like, part of me is wondering, like, okay, is she just trying to drag this out as long as she possibly can to build up a little nest egg for herself? Right. But, like, at this point, like, I mean, this is like she is brutally getting her ass whooped in every single fucking race.
Yeah. She's horrible.
It's like, I can't, like, I mean, do you think it's something more sinister or like what's the deal here?
I have 2 theories that I think are both. And I would say one of them I'm like 60% on. Like if I had to say, okay, there's a percent. I would say one's like 60% and one's like 40%.
Okay.
So my 60% theory, I was talking to AJ Anomaly, who's been on the show.
Yeah, Dreamer.
Yeah, and I fucking love AJ. Like, dude, you know, he ain't everybody's cup of tea because he fucking tells the truth. And he says what he thinks, no matter if you agree with it or not. And I respect people like that. I like that. Because, like, we'll have good conversations and we'll disagree on things, but it's not, like, hateful. It's just like, yeah, I see it like this. I like people like that. I think that's what America's about.
That's what we need.
So when I try to figure things out, and I think he's a very smart guy. And so we usually, you know, at nighttime, we'll send some voice messages back and forth when shit's a little confusing. And we were talking about this the other night. And we basically had two theories that we came up with. One, which is my 60% theory. His too. I got to give him partial credit because we talked through this together. And actually, this was his theory. My theory was the other one. But
40%?
Yeah, my theory that I had would be, now after hearing his, was probably the 40%. But he was like, look, if you go to Biden's ads, they're solely focused on Trump, okay? So Biden's got full guns focused on Trump, and Trump's got his guns focused on Nikki right now. And when you're trying to fight two battles and you only have so much money, you know, that gets to be a problem. So the theory is they're trying to drain his money as much as possible, because if we look at what's happening in these court cases and all this ridiculous shit, it's very clear they're trying to remove his financial capacity to run for president, because most of these big multi-billionaire donors are Democrats. And those people are supporting Nikki Haley, which should be a red flag to everybody. And I think it is. I mean, look at the results that are happening, right? So that's the one theory. They're trying to drain his bank for as long as possible to create a scenario where he has trouble competing at the level that he needs to for the presidency. But with that being said, I think Biden's embarrassed himself so much and they've done such a poor job. I don't know that that's going to matter at all. Yeah. So, but I think they think it's going to matter, you know, because that's what they're doing. And you see what Biden's doing now. Now he's trying to make changes in like he forgave student debt, right? He didn't forgive shit. He took fucking debt. He's taking debt that other people owe and putting it on the taxpayer's shoulders. He's not forgiving anything. He's saying, okay, you don't have to pay the debt, but your neighbor does. The person who was financially responsible, the person who went out, got a job, handled their shit, pays their taxes, they're going to pay your debt for you. For all these loser okay, that fucking aren't contributing to the world. That's bullshit.
Environmental disagree.
Okay, and he's trying to do this to them, and he's also trying to make changes now with his border policy and all this shit. And so like that tells me that they're very unsophisticated in what, and they might be right. Like, because the average voter seems to be very malleable. They seem to be able to, like, if the media says, you know, this is a bottle of, you know, fucking moon juice, like, then it is, right? Like, you could call whatever, and they just go along with it. You could hold up a duck and say it's a goat, and they're going to say that's a goat. So these people believe whatever the media is saying, but that's becoming less and less and less and less every single day, in my opinion. So from their position, I think they still believe that the media actually has the power that it once had, which I don't think that it does. I think that's a bad play on their part. And I think they're using the draining of the finances to create a strategic advantage with the media. That was what we talked about. Yeah. Now, the other thing would be and this is very dark and bad, but the other thing would be that they understand what's going to happen. They understand what the plan is. Because if you remember in 2020, there were all those CEOs that resigned at once. Yeah, remember that?
From the Fortune 500
Yeah, companies. And then remember also you had all these people on the news and these government personalities and these media anchors very confidently and smugly saying, there's no way Trump's getting in again. He's not doing it. I don't know what to tell you, but it's not happening. Like, they knew what the fuck was coming with COVID. And so they're doing that again now with her. Okay. They're sounding very smug. They're sounding very, it gives me the feeling that they know that there's something coming down the pipe and they want her to be in a position to take up the role if something were to happen to Trump. and something were to happen to Trump, could be they have another major disruptive issue planned, which I believe they do. You guys all know that. I don't think I'm wrong on that. You know, COVID didn't really get cranking until the middle of March in 2020, and here we are, not even into March yet, and the year has already been chaos. So I believe they know what's coming. They know there's something major coming, and they know somehow it's going to affect Trump's status, and they need someone to be standing there to take the role if possible. And who better than somebody who is basically a Democrat that's running under a Republican label? That's what the fuck she is. And so it could be that event. It could be, you know, and it could be even darker than that. They could know that they're going to try to fucking kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they needed someone to stand in there because, dude, if you think that that's off the table for these people, you're way wrong. They've already done it to Kennedy. All right. Tucker reported on that on Fox News about the CIA being responsible for the assassination of John F. Kennedy. And literally like a week later, they fired him. Okay. So
you see some shit about they tried to assassinate him.
Yeah. And Russia stopped it. I saw that.
Bro.
I know. I fucking saw that. That's crazy.
Coming out of where though?
Yeah. That's coming out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was sent coming out of Ukraine. The guys that were sent in came from Ukraine.
Well, he's on the death list of Ukraine, bro. He's on a kill order for Ukraine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's just sidetrack though.
But if it's coming from Ukraine, that means it's coming from here.
Exactly.
All right. So those are the two strategies that I think are at play right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I'm wrong. I think it could be either one of those, but that's what I think. When you say, why is she staying in? That's why I think. I think it's one of those two things. She's either in on the bigger plan to disrupt and maintain the power base for these people. I mean, if you look at who's giving her money, it's those people. Or, you know, the other situation where this is a less sinister plan that is just aimed to drain this dude financially and make it hard for him to win.
Wow. Which is very real. Like, it's very real because, like, and here's the thing, because, like, I know a few of those guys on his team, and you know, we talked to a few of them. I know the numbers doing private security. You know, in 2020 when Trump was running, he spent an average of like $2.5 million per week on those rallies, on the travel, just the pure logistics.
Yeah, people don't. Yeah, people don't. It's not free.
The shit's not free.
Yeah.
And so, like, $2.5 million, and that was just in 2024.
Well, and think about
Biden inflation, it's probably more like 4 now.
Well, think about this too. Trump's getting most of his donations from the average American person.
People. Right.
And they have intentionally sunk the economy to a place where people don't have any wiggle room either.
No.
So that also plays
Every dollar means even more.
Yes. That also plays into the idea that they're trying to choke them out financially.
So here's a $500 million lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. But I think it's 60-40.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm saying that I actually don't even think it's 60-40. I think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I do think they're going to do something big, and I think they already know what it is, and I think Nikki Haley knows what it is.
Yeah. Maybe we should get her on the show. Make her sweat.
Man, I don't want nothing to do with those people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with these people. These people are fucking scum. Like, she's a warmongering, fucking grifting.
She's a bag
thief.
In the fucking
in
the wind, bro.
Yeah, and she stands there and changes her name and pretends that and then when it suits her, now there's racism.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's a fucking chameleon, bro. And she says look, I'm of the opinion that none of these people are the solution. That's my opinion. I'm also of the opinion, because I don't know, somewhat intelligent, that when presented with a number of options that are shitty, we should pick the best one and then try to work up from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's how a smart person thinks about things. You get option A, that sucks. Option B, that sucks too, but it's a little bit better than option A. I'm going to go with option B. Mm-hmm. All right? And then I'm going to try to get to a place where there's more options than that, which are a little less sucky. Now I got option A1 and option B1, and they're both better than B, but they both still suck. They're not ideal. I'm still going to pick the best one. This is how successful people navigate life. They don't fucking say, I'm not going to vote because it's not what I want, or I'm going to storm out of the store because they don't have what I want. Like, a lot of people in America right now are literally just low IQ people when it comes to their ability to navigate decision-making processes. And it's not their fault, because they haven't been taught these things growing up. They've been taught things like, you know, fake gender shit and like all this social initiatives instead of thinking or instead of being taught how to actually critically think their way through situations.
Yeah.
And it's not so it's intentional.
Yeah.
And it sucks because people have a hard time understanding that. But when I think of the solution to this country, I don't think the solution lies in a 70-plus-year-old male. I think the solution is in like a 50-something-year-old male who's built real shit, who's actually still young enough to lead, who has credibility, who is a patriotic American, who still remembers what America's supposed to be like. And we need to get all of these old people out of our system. That's not going to happen in 2024, but that should be the goal for 2028 and beyond. The goal should be to get all of these old corrupt people who have spent their entire lives pillaging our livelihoods out of the system and then fix the system so that the people behind us don't have to have that same problem. That's what I think the solution is. But right now, that's not the options we're presented with.
Yeah.
The option we're presented with currently today is Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And that's it. And we're seeing the culture shift because we're seeing Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg and Michael Rappaport, these people who fucking, by the way, they loved Donald Trump before he was president. Then he became president. They all got brainwashed. And now they're saying, wait a minute, I was wrong. And I respect those guys for doing that. I think Michael Rappaport says some annoying shit. So do I, okay? I think Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube were I think they care about black people a lot. And I think whenever they care about black people, they're going to tend to lean towards that side of whatever the story is. And if you go to those guys who care about black people and you say, hey, look at this shit, it's fucking racist, and you only show a little bitty clip of it, of course they're going to be like, well, that's fucked up. And so I think what's happened here is a lot of people, because their own situation has become so much worse under this Joe Biden and this progressive shit. And I think this is especially true with black culture. I think people are waking up and they're taking a bigger look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, wait a minute, what really happened in Charlottesville? Did you hear Michael Rappaport tell that fucking shit?
Yeah,
I think it was wasn't it on PBD?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It was on fucking Bet David's podcast where he went on and said, yeah, man, I looked at the whole story and I was wrong. You know what, bro? That's American shit. And like, I don't have to agree with him on everything else. In fact, I don't agree with him on much, but that's what Americans should do. That's what real men do. Real men look at the situation, at the whole thing, and if they were wrong, they say, yeah, I was wrong. And a lot of people are doing that right now because the pain that they are feeling in their own lives is forcing them to take a bigger look because they can't stomach voting to get more of what they're getting right now.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think.
I think that, dude, I think by the time November comes around, dude, this is going to, like, I think all of Black America is going to be on Trump, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because culture's,
but that's why they're trying to, like,
culture's picking it up. And the ones that don't, and the ones that don't pick it up are getting fucking destroyed. Mm-hmm. People are awake, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real shit, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. This is what I foreshadowed earlier. Culture's changing, and we're seeing some good shit happen. So I would love to get your take on this third and final headline. Headline number 3 reads, UFC fan knocked out in massive brawl at Mexico City event.
This was great.
It's fucking amazing. Now, I'm not, like, we're not talking
There was
about
actually one guy knocked out 2 people. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's give him some credit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, but I think there's a deeper principle here. So let's dive into this. So this is a Fox News article. Reading, UFC Fight Night in Mexico City produced more than just knockouts inside the octagon on Saturday night. The video captured a massive brawl in the stands where one UFC fan was knocked out cold during the fight with fellow spectators. It's unknown what started the fight, probably over some cervezas, but everyone in Arena CDMX was locked in as several fans started throwing punches. One of the fighters in the stands...
Dude, you get a whole bunch of dudes, give them a whole bunch of beers, and they think they're not... And watch people punch each other.
Fucking fight.
Yeah, they're going to fight.
It says one of the fighters in the stands had his guard down as the fight seemed to be winding down, but his opponent tossed a left hook that landed square on his cheek, sending him flying to the ground.
Hey,
whoever
keep
wrote
your
this
head.
Article has never been in a fight.
No, you better listen. There ain't no end.
On the fucking
You keep your head on the swivel, bro, until they're 50 yards away, and then you're still looking to see if they got guns. You're like, am I about to get shot?
The fan eventually stood up again, but was wobbling as the fight began.
He got rocked. You saw this, right?
We got the video right here.
Great.
Here's a clip.
This guy in the black shirt. Right here. Pop. Sit down, bitch.
What's up?
Bro, you know what the best part is, though? Check this out. Look what's happening right now. Look what's happening right now. It's over.
It's done.
Everybody's saying, see that? Everybody's saying, all right, we're all good. You guys good? We're good. It's over. That's fucking man shit, in my opinion, dude.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing in the world. Because these young pussies, they'll go get a gun or get a knife and go fuck with you.
Bro, you got your ass beat.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It happens.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
That dude got rocked, though.
Fucking rocked.
If you watch that video, that same guy in the black shirt rocked a dude right before that and knocked his ass
got
out.
both of them out. Yeah.
Sign that motherfucker, Dana. Yeah.
No shit. It says, during the fight, there's no sign of security trying to step in and stop the brawl. UFC President Dana White commented on that aspect of the situation. Here's his response. He says, quote, the crazy thing about that fight is, when that fight broke out, it felt like it kept going forever, White said after the event. Quote, I ran over there and I was watching it. Nobody stopped it. I was waiting for security to come in. I just let them go until it was over. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. The article continues saying White doesn't feel it's a bad look on his brand that the fight went into its conclusion. Quote, I don't think it's a bad look for the UFC. It happened, and that was the end of it. I think that everybody else saw that shit. Nobody else wanted to try that again. No security. The fight just went on until the fight was over. I've never seen any shit like that in my life. Crazy. For the event itself, Mexicans Brandon Moreno and Yair Rodriguez were a part of the co-main event that White put together. Rodriguez wasn't able to win his match against Brian Ortega, but who made him submit in the third round. Rodriguez had previously won against Ortega via technical knockout, but Ortega got his revenge in this time around. Yeah, I mean, listen, it needs to happen. Let it fucking happen.
I thought it was great.
Let it happen.
I thought the best part is that when it was over, it was over.
Yeah, like there was no retaliation.
Nobody went to jail. Nobody got arrested. Like, fuck, dude.
And I guarantee you, bro, if there was a camera watching the fucking 10 minutes after that, there would have been beers passed around.
I guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
I guarantee it. I guarantee you those guys all end up drinking beers together.
100%, man.
It makes me hopeful for the culture, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we need to see this. And, like, I saw a few articles trying to, like, talk shit on. Like, oh, it's insane.
They always try to do that to Dana White.
They always, though, right? But it's just like, listen,
just owns
this is so important for society to not only see, but understand, okay, yeah, there's like, it needs to happen. There's no consequences here. If you don't like what somebody says, do something about it. And if you can't do nothing about it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's just how it needs to be.
Hey, bro, it's all these woke little pussies that cause this problem in the world anyway. It's all these people who cannot fucking take any kind of physicality at all, who are like, this is why you get people with their cameras sticking it in people's faces and shit, but it's always these same people, dude. It's always these same little soy boy, weak, like, the wrong sperm won the race, type dudes. For real, bro. It's like they look like they're barely able to be born. Like they're sickly looking. They're probably all vegan.
Protein deficient.
Huh? Yeah, like they're just pussies, bro. And you don't see that's who causes the shit in society. Like, oh, what are you going to do? Punch me in the face? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, bro.
According to Fox News, I'm going to punch you in the cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. It's going to fucking hurt.
Hey, I like that, though.
What?
I like what they did, though.
No, I thought it was great. I'd love to see more of it, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't defend your, like, bro, it's a fundamental
Bro,
thing.
you start punching people in the face that come up and, shove a camera in your face like these guys all like to do, they'll stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's real shit.
Lets people putting cameras in faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Night. Yeah, right.
Then you take their phone, delete the shit, walk the off.
Never even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. That's how I felt getting my fucking teeth pulled, man.
What?
Like, I was awake and then...
Yeah.
I've never been knocked out before. That was like the closest thing.
Me neither. I've got my ass beat real bad. I've never been knocked out.
Mm.
I've got my ass beat a lot. That's why I'm not afraid to get it beat. That's why I also know I ain't that tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I got my ass beat by some motherfuckers that I didn't think were gonna beat my ass. You know what it did? It taught me to keep my mouth shut unless that's absolutely necessary. You know?
Hey,
everybody needs to learn that. You got to learn where the line is. Have some respect.
It's important.
Yeah.
It is fucking important. Guys, tell us what you guys think on this topic. Let us know down in the comments. Do you approve of this?
Fisticuffs for everyone.
Huh?
2028.
Huh?
That's my fisticuffs.
What's that? What's that from?
That's a saying.
Is that another Ghostbusters?
Nah, man. That's just a saying.
Fisticuffs.
They probably don't say it in the black neighborhoods because they shoot people.
Yeah.
But out here in the white areas, we say fisticuffs.
Yeah, we just say get the glicky. You know what I'm saying? Stay strapped, get clapped. Yeah, I ain't never fisticuffs.
Oh, man.
Getting culturally enlightened over here.
That's
I appreciate it.
That's right. Hey, you got to help me. I got to help you. That's how we make it through this world.
Andy and DJ fighting.
Dude, remember we were down in your neighborhood? And I waved at a couple dudes. They didn't
Nobody
wave
waved
back. Bro, no, we were down there. We were driving pickup truck.
Yeah, we were in a fucking pickup truck.
We were in the
monster truck.
Yeah, we were in the 450. And bro, these dudes were all staring at me, like staring at me.
And
dude.
he does like the typical. Yeah, hey.
I fucking wave at him, and then I just kept staring at me. And DJ goes, "Hey man, they ain't gonna wave back."
Let's go make it right out the parking lot. Let's roll.
No, I didn't wave anymore. It was starting to make me feel silly. I just stopped. I started giving them hard looks back.
They probably what the?
Hey,
who is that nigga on the neck?
Listen, motherfucker. I'm a quick learner. All right. I just started staring back at him.
Yeah, right. Oh, he cool.
Yeah. Right. I'm just laughing at I'm laughing at when we went down there, bro. Like, I learned quick. All right, we ain't waving. F you then, bro.
All right, yeah.
No, you're 100% the cops.
Yeah. They thought we were fucking Lethal Weapon down there,
Yeah,
bro. They thought I was fucking. They thought I was Mel Gibson and you were Danny Glover.
They thought I was Django. They didn't know what was happening. They had no idea. If they only knew how right they were.
Nah, bro. In the original Lethal Weapon,
never seen it.
Well, you should watch it because it's good. But in the original Lethal Weapon, what's his face? Mel Gibson drives a dually, and they go around and bust all these dudes.
Samuel L. Jackson?
No, Danny Glover, bro. Lethal Weapon. Oh. It's awesome. Samuel L. Jackson, Danny Glover are different guys.
Oh, they do look alike. No, I'm being for real.
They do not look alike, bro.
No. Oh.
That's the white side talking.
But they always play like the same character, though, bro. They play the same character, though.
I don't know, man. All I know is this. You got to watch the movie. It's great. There's this part in the movie where they hook the dually up to this truck to the house and pull the house off the foundation. It's fucking awesome.
I'll give it a try.
It's a good one. Bro, old movies are way better, man, because they actually had to film them. Like now everything's CGI.
It's fucking it's fake.
Dude, if you want to see a great movie, go watch all the old Indiana Jones movies, like Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and what's that one? The one where they fight the Nazis, the Last Crusade. Bro, these are great movies, and they shot them with cameras like. Dude, how do you feel as a video? Like, you like those movies? The movies they actually shoot versus the new shit?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of, like, the practical stuff.
Yeah.
So
it looks way different when you watch it, too.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the CGI stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch it, like, here and there for, like, popcorn, like, just whatever. But I prefer the good
real movies.
Shit. You like the POV style.
That's right.
All right, let's move on.
I love Keith, man. I love Keith. Guys, let's get to our final segment. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. That's where we bring a headline in, we talk about it, and we get one of those two options.
Hey, when are we doing this fight between you and Syed? This boxing match. When are we doing this?
It's funny you say that because I got some India shit here. So,
all right, cool. Let's go. Let's get into it.
We're going to talk shit about them.
Yeah.
Our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, Private lunar lander sends back first pics from its moon landing. Somebody else is on the moon. So a privately built spacecraft on the moon.
That's still the funniest moment ever.
Oh, it's great. I got the video.
Hold on. You got the video
I brought it back.
of our clips?
Oh, no.
The funniest moment ever of Real AF is right here.
The 7-Eleven.
Plug this shit in and let people see it before we even get into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Put him on the mic.
Come here,
you got to verify this because you're our official contact to India.
Okay.
All right?
I might not be well informed, but I will do my best.
That's okay. You know more than us. All right. So let's show him the video. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
You've seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it real?
Is that real?
आप अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं कि हम लैंडर मॉड्यूल
You can see it on the screen. The something module.
People are
and everybody's
applauding.
clapping.
Let us all wait to hear from the Secretary Department of Space and Chairman ISRO,
I'm not sure.
Shri S. Somnath.
I'm not sure. The image that's getting circulated everywhere on social media, that's definitely AI generated.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
So here's my second question. What's the first business you think they'll open on the moon?
Say it.
Definitely a 7-Eleven.
Ah! Yes!
All right. Yeah, so a privately built spacecraft on the moon has beamed back new photos from the lunar surface, showing the vehicle's much celebrated descent and the moments immediately after touchdown when it tipped over on its side. The Odysseus lander, built by Houston-based Intuitive Machines, landed on the moon on February 22nd, making history as the first commercial craft to reach the lunar surface and the first U.S. spacecraft on the moon in more than 50 years. The following day, Intuitive Machines said Odysseus had pitched over when it touched down near a crater called Malapert A, close to the moon's south pole. Company officials said the 14-foot-tall lander was operational, but that some of the spacecraft's antennas were pointing at the ground, limiting its ability to communicate with flight controllers back on Earth. In an update Monday, Intuitive Machines said it continues to be in contact with the spacecraft, adding that flight controllers, quote, intend to collect data until the lander's solar panels are no longer exposed to light. Company's officials said that based on the positions of the Earth and the moon, they expect to be able to communicate with Odysseus until Tuesday morning. The lander was initially expected to spend about a week collecting data on the moon before lunar night set in and the probes lose power. So here's the picture that they sent back.
Come the fuck on,
Bro, listen, this is what they say.
This is such bullshit. Okay.
Point being, that's why, like, dude, listen, they're like, why? What would be the point to continue to do the shit like this?
Because they're, in my opinion, they're trying to convince people that they have already done this.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to this. Do you really believe that India is sending and America's sending these? They look like they're made out of aluminum foil.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got a bunch of Reynolds foil and crumpled it up into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and this thing went through space.
Just as much as,
through all the space weather.
Space weather.
Yeah, navigated the space weather with its space sails. Captain Jack Sparrow piloted the craft onto the lunar surface.
Yeah, it's like it reminded me of India's landing on the moon.
Yeah, they stopped by and got a space Slurpee on the way.
Yeah. I'm going to watch this clip.
Descent, which is going to be the vertical descent phase or the local navigation phase.
जी हाँ,
Let me ask you this.
फाइन ब्रेकिंग वेव्स
Stop.
के
Who's shooting that?
जी हाँ, अब हम फाइन ब्रेकिंग वेव्स
Who's shooting that?
एकदम करीब आ चुके हैं। हाँ, अब तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से सुन सकते हैं कि
Those guys just closed their 1,000 fucking sales today. Bro, who's shooting the pictures? I don't believe any of these fucking liars.
Why are they lying?
Because they want us. I don't know.
Now listen, this is my theory.
They don't want us to discover the firmament.
Listen,
that's what it is.
Real shit though. Like there's either something really, really fucking bad on the moon, or there's nothing,
or it's made up.
It's like one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Or we're living in a simulation. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to my childhood, and assume that they have the technology that they had now the entire time, how hard would it be for them to effectively create the reality that they created to appear as if it's changed and evolved into what it is now? Do you even understand what I'm saying?
I don't think I'm high enough.
Hold on.
I mean, I feel like
Hold on.
Yeah.
I was born in 44 fucking years ago. Okay? They have the same technology 44 years ago that I have now, that we have now. And they were able to create this simulation this entire time to make it feel like I was actually growing up in the real world. Very similar to what they do in the Matrix.
Listen, man, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Real shit. Everything I've ever focused on, my thoughts in my whole entire life has happened in reality. Like, it's almost bizarre. It's almost like, dude, you've seen it.
I've seen it happen in person. I have seen it.
Like, what do you think? I just have some special skill that no one has? I think we all have it.
Yeah.
They just don't tell us that we have it. And like, dude, I don't know. There's stuff we don't know. I'm just going to say that.
So when you become president,
here's what I do know.
Classifying all of this?
Here's what I do know. These motherfuckers ain't go shit to the moon. I know that.
So when you become president, you declassing all of this?
I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I just don't. I think we are so far off base with what we actually know and what we're told by these people. And if you think about the way they've behaved the last few years, they do everything they can to control us in every single way possible. And how long do we, how do we know they haven't been doing this the whole time? How do we know they haven't been doing this for 100 years or 200 years? How do we know?
Yeah, we don't.
Like, it's just weird shit to think about. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Scary to think about. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
So what's this getting?
This is bullshit. I don't believe this for a fucking second.
All right.
I don't believe this for a second. Go back to the India thing. Play the clip. All right, stop it right there. There's not a single person listening to this show that can look at that and say that looks real. That doesn't even look as good as a fucking regular video game that is on the that is available right now.
Even the picture of like the live feed from the camera.
And hold on, what did they do? Did they send another pod satellite or camera satellite or something to shoot that image? Or
I don't know if that. I mean, it's obvious. It's like CGI shit.
Yeah, but I mean, they're portraying it as real shit.
I mean, because like even this is apparently the picture.
Or is that a CGI simulation that they're portraying reality with?
I think that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, I think that's what they're trying. But like,
so they're not passing that off as real.
No, but like they're passing that off as real.
That's not real either.
That's not real either.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And they look pretty fucking happy doing it.
Well, they hit their quota. Does that not look like a fucking call center? Is that racist? Is it not true? Does that look like a call center to you?
That does look like.
Does anybody in here disagree that looks like a call center? Does anybody on the internet disagree that looks like that's a fucking call center? And they ain't calling space, man.
Calling to about your NASA warranty.
It might be too close for a call center.
Nah, bro, that's a call center.
They be packed like, bro. They be packed.
All right.
And those PCs are like from fucking like 2000, bro.
Who fucking knows?
You ain't getting a space on that shit. Ain't no way.
It does look pretty old.
Bro, look at the screen.
Look at the mouses.
Joe,
they got wires on them.
Where is that
shit.
keyboard from? That's a 97.
That does look like a 97 keyboard. The mouse does too. When was the last time you saw a wired mouse?
Bro, look, this is what a mouse looks like. This is like 224 mouse right here.
That's mice. That's 224 mice.
This is what. You can get to space on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you getting to space on this motherfucker.
Probably with nothing else. To
the fucking moon. Fucking you pay like 10 grand for that thing. You know that?
Yeah, that's mice. That's not mouse. That thing, how much was that thing for real? Was that $1,000? Was that over or under $1,000?
Well,
$100?
$100. That's $100. That's it.
That seems like a good deal.
All right, it's not bad.
Well, then if that's 100, those are free.
Well, they making that shit themselves, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's dumb as fuck. Obviously.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, guys,
so is anyone that believes that we went to the moon. And if it makes you mad, I don't give a shit.
Fight me.
Go do your research. Yeah, we flew bro. The other side of the moon landing makes way more sense. It just does.
What do you mean the other side?
Meaning that we were in a Cold War for the morale of a nation.
Yeah.
And we were in a race with the Soviet Union, and whoever got there first was going to be seen globally as the leader of technology.
Right.
It makes way more sense that these guys said, fuck, I don't think we can let's just fake it. And did it.
And we did it.
Yeah.
Do you think the other people were actually trying though?
Yeah, I think they were. But yeah. I think it's an impossible thing to do. And if you actually look into it, there's like an asteroid belt that is you have to navigate through and all kinds of different shit, dude. It's not just go there. So from what I've seen, and look, man, you know, I know people every time I say it, people are like, bro, you're insane. But doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it make sense that we're in a war for positioning, global positioning of dominance and technology and authority and superpower status for us to say, fuck it. We're going to go out on the back lot and we're going to film some shit and tell every motherfucker it's the moon landing. Why the fuck would they not do that? Look what they did during COVID. Look at the amount of data they lied about during COVID. Look at all the deaths that they said were from COVID when in reality they were just PCR tests that were cycled up to the point where they showed a positive.
How many vaccines got rolled out?
Dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, these people are willing to lie for anything. And so I think it's a lie. That's my opinion.
All right. Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got.
Yep. Don't be a hoe.
Shut the show.